I want to take it easy. Work's been hard this year. I want to go to the beach. What's the problem?
Yeah, but we went to the beach last year because of the same reason.
Yeah, and we got to relax. We got to take it easy. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not what I meant. And you know that. Yes, the beach was fun. We all had a great time, but my father is not going to be around forever, and I don't want to feel like I missed this opportunity to spend time with him. I don't know why we always have to go through this. I wish you could just...
How many of us have a kitchen that looks a bit like that, at least some of the time? A simple discussion about where we're going on vacation is suddenly this full-blown argument between two people who love each other. Conflict shows up everywhere in our lives. Maybe it's not the big blow up, but just those everyday difficult situations in our kitchens, with our kids, in our dorm rooms, in our neighborhoods, and at the places we work.
Remember, you said you were going to send me that worksheet so I'd only have to enter them once. We talked about that. That was the whole point of the worksheet, only having to do it once.
That's fine for you, but now I'm going to look stupid because we're the only group that doesn't have its numbers done because you didn't do them.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. That's not fair. This isn't my fault. You didn't send me...
The problem with conflict is we can't pretend it doesn't affect us. It wears us down, builds up walls, and tears down relationships. Maybe you haven't spoken to your sister for 5 years. And how often do you find yourself just in the same conflict again and again, maybe with your spouse, just like that wife who said, why do we have to keep going through this? Wouldn't it be great if there were some real answers, the answers we're all looking for? Well, I've got some good news for you. The Bible has a lot to say about relationships and conflict and where conflict comes from, but best of all, how we can work through conflict in a completely different way. Resolving Everyday Conflict is an 8-week group study that unpacks many of these wonderful truths.
How many of you here have kids? Any of you said to your kids, can't you just get along? Yep. How did that work? Not so well, is my guess. You maybe got 5 minutes out of it if you were lucky. Jesus addresses conflict and he says there's a place you start in conflict and it's not with the other guy. You start with yourself. What is your contribution? When we deny a conflict exists, when we just avoid it, when we pretend it's not there, it's like a ticking bomb. It's just waiting to go off. Unforgiveness is the poison we drink, hoping someone else will die. But the question we need to ask is, where's God in all this? What does God think about this conflict? Maybe the question isn't, how do I win? Maybe the question is, what would please and honor God in this situation?
So we would like to invite you to come along and join the study. It's a lot of fun, maybe bring a friend. It's not churchy or churchy language, it's just practical answers to this everyday problem. It's what God has to say about conflict. You know, a lot of people remodel how their kitchen looks, and that's fine, but you would be amazed at what can happen when God remodels what's going on inside your kitchen.